Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners with Jim Misiura. Today we're going to tie a wet fly, and this is going to be a hare's ear wet. The hook that I have in a vise, this is a Lively Legs Lip Splitter, number 305, size 16. It's a barbless dry fly hook, standard length. I'm going to use black thread. For the tail, we're going to use a brown Hackle. This is Coachman brown or dark ginger. For the wings, we're going to use Quill for the wings. These are Goose Quill. You can use Mallard Quill. That is probably one of the most popular is Mallard Quill. These are from a snow goose, and these are like the secondary feathers on the wing. And of course, we're going to use some hare's ear dubbing. And the last thing we're going to use is the gold tinsel. This is gold and silver, number 1618. We're going to go ahead and get started here, putting a base of thread down. Now this fly is a very good wet fly, but it also can be fished dry. You see fish rise and you're using this and you start seeing fish rise, and go ahead and dry it off, put floating on it, and this is a very good dry fly. And we're going to stop there. Now I'm going to take my tail Hackle. I'm going to stand those up. Just pull them back. Just like so. And then I'm going to take a bunch of them. Hold them together. Pull them off. I'm going to make this tail about the length of the hook shank. I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess in the front right now. Take a soft loop down, soft loop down. Now you can go ahead and put a wrap underneath the tail, and that's going to keep your hackle straight. And I got the point. There we go. Let me go ahead and get another little wrap on underneath it. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and put our rib on there. And we're going to put it on. This is silver on one side, gold on the other, so we're going to put it on so we can see the silver side, the gold side to the shank, and when we wrap it we'll see the gold side. I think one big mistake that beginner fly tiers make is putting too many wraps on there. Just put 3 wraps is going to hold it down. I'm going to turn this upside down so I can get my fingers in there when I dub the noodle. Going to take my hare's ear material. First, put some wax on the thread. That'll help with the dubbing, keeping the dubbing on the thread when you're making your noodle. I'm going to get a little bit more on there. Remember, you can always add more. Made that a little thin on the top there, but we'll use it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this. You can go ahead and put a wrap underneath the tail and that will ensure that your body is completely to the end of the fly. Yeah, I'm just going to rotate my vise here. And you can see I'm going over it. That's kind of making it thicker there. When I wrap the tinsel, you're going to see that get a lot thinner. There's a big guard hair right there. Now I'm going to take my rib and we're going to wrap that. And just palmer that up. And you can see that got thinner there. We got a nice taper on that. Go ahead and secure this. One, two, three. I'm going to hold it back. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and trim that off. And get rid of that big guard hair there. Now I'm going to take my quills and I'm going to touch them to the body and then poke them through with the point, and that's going to be our wing size. Now you could prepare the wings before you put the body on, and it'll give you a little bit of a thicker wing by touching the hook shank with it rather than the body. Now when we line these up, we're going to put them with the convex sides together, and that way we will have a nice split wing. We're going to have a split wing on there. We're going to hold them in place just into maybe halfway into the tail. I'm going to hold them together. We're going to squeeze them pretty tight here. Take that soft loop, put it between your fingers, bring it down, and then pull it straight down. And you can see that front lift. And there we have our wing in there really nice. Now I'm going to trim away the excess. And then we can wrap the head. And make sure you clean that head up. And I got one little piece sticking up. I'm going to take my whip finish, put the hook over the thread, go around the camel hump, bring it back, invert it. There's our X, bring that X down to the shank. 3 to 5 turns. Tug that tight. Take your poke and snip. And get rid of that. Take your head cement. Clean that brush off. Put a little bit of head cement on there. When I do quill wings like this, I get a little bit of head cement right at the base of those quills. And putting that little bit of head cement at the base of those quills kind of holds it together. And we got one very long stray there. There we go. And here we have a Hare's ear wet fly. Remember, you can use this as a dry fly also. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors. Let them know that I sent you. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. If you'd like to purchase any flies from me, go to etsy.com/shop/theflymanjim. And if you don't see it on there, just send me a message. Tell me what you're looking for, and we'll figure things out. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.